Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video and hope this isn't, it's not off topic or you enjoy this, because this is just a little bit more of my thoughts. So here's the construction site I've been working on and stuff like that, and pretty good people and stuff like that, but my vehicle's still broken down because I didn't have the parts, but it's not about that. So I want to tell you something here. I always wondered, if God knows the beginning and the end of time, then, a lot of us have been a part of this revelations or new beginning, which is the end of times. Well, I always wondered, how did I become involved in this? And again, I tell you, it's been a nightmare for me. I'm sure it has for many people out there. But that's the thing what I don't understand is whether, if you, what your spirituality is, you're Christian, you're just agnostic or whatever you are, that you've been involved in this in some way, and it did say you'd be virgin to churches and stuff like this. If you're 1 to 144 in Revelations, but I don't really want to go about these numbers and stuff like that, so I want to stay focused. So what I think it is, he said that, that God was chosen, that you had chosen you as from the day you were born and things like this, that you were, you're chosen to be on the good side, the good sheep, and be part of this whole thing. But I was actually thinking about this, that somewhere down the road, I think that God knew that in discerning your heart and your soul, that you had free will and free choices, that you were going to come work with the good side and help the best you can to bring in this new peaceful earth, this new beginning. And because that's me, there's a point in my life where I came there, so he knew that. So what I'm saying is that they always said that your future can change the past. And I thought, before I really realized this, not in a biblical sense, I thought, how is that possible? What I do today can change the past, back in time. That I said that's impossible because you can't go back in time, and how can I influence that? And then now I understand it, that the choices that you are making today and the future that you're leading can actually ripple that past, and that God's working with you in working backwards in time, and the good angels or the spiritual world and all this stuff is working in your beginning through those time and that era. Through your life, because you made that choice. So it's true that your beginning, it's like a circle, that what we do today impacts your past. And sometimes I'm like, well, geez, it's been rough as heck, but and a nightmare. But I want you to understand that we're influencing our past, and that's why we can be a part of this. Now, so it gets deeper when you think about that concept, because if that is true, then God already knows who's made decisions to be on the good side and bad side. And there may be ones that you're not aware of that are ready to flip maybe tomorrow and actually join us, even though they may have been seen as an evil person or a wrong person or something, right? So, and that's why it does remove the plants that we shouldn't plant the seed and these things and that we should, when we were called upon doing those things to help people become more, love one another and things like that, you know what I mean? But it really comes down to these things that, somewhere down the road, your beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. It's part of the whole cycle, even like yin and yang, good and bad, and all these other philosophies of circular, you know what I mean? And that's what I want to tell you too, is really interesting about that, is that patterns. I was thinking, a lot of things are spoken to us by the spiritual world in numbers, patterns, and colors, and things like that. And what I realized was that if that's true, then there's the symbols of, what is the basics to drawing symbols, right? Well, you have the line, which would be the first basic one. And one guy said there is no beginning and end to the line, because choose which side of that line where it starts and ends, right? And also divide that line. See that line, the street line there? How do you divide it? It goes on to infinity. If you divide it all the way down, you can never divide it enough. So the basic first one would probably be a line. And then from a line, you could form a circle, which I think would be a great thing, a circle, because it's never ending, it loops around and around. So, you got a circle, so you're just constantly in a circle. Now the thing is, so I thought that a square would be another, the basic shapes of our reality and things like that, but it's not, because two triangles can form a circle. So you'd probably have a line, a circle, and a triangle, which would be the three basics of our reality. And then, of course, it could be a dot. A dot would actually be a circle that was just filled in, right? So a line, a circle, and probably a triangle would be the three key symbols that form all other shapes. Now, I'm trying to think it's true. It probably is true. But those three things, right? So, because from those two things, you can form almost all objects or also symbols. Now, that's so in the context of Illuminati, you have a triangle, which it done together would be a square and things like this. But it's interesting that you use triangle with the angles of 45 degrees and things like this. And I don't want to get into the whole Illuminati, their triangle symbols, but that tells you already that's a third step away from probably truth. A line would not be completely complete, and then a circle would be probably more essential to where we want to be. But I don't know. I hope somebody can provide more insight on shapes and circles and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter because love can be expressed in the things, because love is the universal word that we're looking for, and and those are the things that are really important. Don't get so deep into numbers, circles, and things, because you can spend your entire life probably just studying different shapes and symbols and things that's been used by things. Because it really all comes down to just love, just that one word, love. Love one to love, just love, love, love. That's the most powerful weapon. I used to tell people, what is the most powerful weapon in the world? What is the most powerful weapon? That it's love. As it's stronger than atomic bombs. If we could just get more love, it blows everything away. It blows it all away, right? Yeah. And actually had a two-sentence statement that I used to have. That was, what is more? Oh, what was it? Gosh, it's been years, and I'm sorry, I should have had it before you're sitting there listening, Kirk. What is something about death? What is stronger than death but more powerful than life? Is that what it was? What is stronger than death but more powerful than life? Yeah, that's what it used to be. What's more stronger than death and more powerful than life? That's love. I think that's what. But now this is what's stronger than an atomic bomb, and we'll see. Hopefully, I can put that in a text, in a comment, or something. But anyway, love you all. That's a quick thought. So anyway. Whew. Oh, and that's the thing too, the Mandela effect. That's the thing about it. So also about the time. Time's rippling behind us, and time changing. This thing's that. Times of times. Well, anyway, they can change out all of it. But see, that's the thing you got to realize with the Mandela effect. We're still seeing the same end results. You still have Donald Trump as president, and still have certain key endings that keep being the same. So no matter how much you ripple time, how much it's been wappled, and music changing, and geography changing, and this changing, that changing, it all ends up being that we still have the same basic ending that's occurring, which also means that we also have the same basic new beginning. So it doesn't matter if you're talking about dimensions, this and that, parallel universes. This is your reality, and this is the reality you got to deal with, and this is the timeline we're in, that you still have the same ending themes that are running, the themes. So anyway, all right, love you all, and hoping that you're having a great day. Take care.